Hello my friends and happy release day. It's finally here. It's the pack nobody knew we wanted until we had it. This is the Europe pack. Oh my god. You know what? It was almost meme worthy, I think, in the community, that the idea of a Europe pack, because, Europe's not really super famous for its animals, for it to be a pack for a zoo game, but I tell you what, is Europe famous for its scenery, and that is what they delivered on here today. So, I know there's been like some back and forth of, the thoughts of the pack and all of that, but, I think, and I know we say this every time except for maybe like the C pack, this is probably my favorite pack, and I'm going to go ahead right now, and I'm going to dub it the Builders Pack, the Bro Nation pack. It is a fan service pack, I think, for sure. But without further ado, as Leaf would say, we need to move on because there is a lot of stuff to cover. So I'm going to go over what comes in the pack, and then what comes in the free 1.8 update. So first we have facilities here. So these coaches and these buses come both as a scenery prop and as a guest spawner, which is kind of cool. I'm not a fan of the bus, to be honest, but maybe that's because I'm not from Europe, so buses don't look like this where I'm from, and they're definitely not that big, but I don't hate them. Like, I'll use them for sure. The boats are pretty great. I don't really build on the water, but they're really great. So that you could, if we have a map, I think we have maps that have water edges. Then we have these food truck shells, and I absolutely love that these came as a scenery prop shell, and not as a shop, so that you can place it anywhere. You can choose not to put the bench in there, or if you want, you can grab the counters that we got with the update, and you can fit them in there and use them as a food truck, which I think is pretty great. The trucks themselves are super cute. Then we got this really great heater, and you can change the colors of it to make the base solid if you don't want the draft print. But this is really cool because this is a blueprint that I've grabbed a lot off the workshop, is this exact thing. So it's nice to have a path heater for the guests. Pretty cool. This new trash can is kind of cool. I'm not really big into like super themed things like this. I like more generic things, but it's cute anyway. And even just to use it as a barrel is pretty cool. Save you a lot of pieces because those blueprint barrels are massive piece-wise. Then we're going to move into the nature that comes with the pack. So we have this little planter, and this is the highlight of this pack, is that we get so many individual small pieces like this. It's going to be so awesome. The builds are going to be insane from this pack. And then this teeny tiny piece of mulch, which is awesome because I like teeny tiny things. Because I like to be able to obsess over details, because that's controlling the things you can when your life is out of control. Anyway, moving on. There's some really great olive trees. This one is amazing. I love the trunk on this one. It's so interesting. And this teeny tiny one is amazing. Then we have these, I don't know what they're called, trees. That is the scientific name. They're called, I don't know what they're called, trees. Cork oak trees, and then these London plane tree. And I really love that in this set of trees, the canopy, you can see where the branches have been trimmed off, and the canopy is high because you can actually use them along paths, whereas the other trees, the canopies hang so low that the guests like smack their heads. And then we'll move into construction items. So bridges was like a big thing in this pack. So we get this great one. Again, like I said in my trailer video, I would have loved if we could have had some of these parts separate, but I'm not complaining. This bridge is beautiful. And then we have these pieces here. Now these pieces are made so that you can, oops, oh, I guess that's not gridded. You can put a path, like hide a path in them, and they won't stick out if you don't have the rail on and stuff. So it's nice that they did that. Like the angle is right and the size here is right. And then they did give you some pieces to build your own. So these are all bridge pieces here, as well as this is all bridge pieces here. But again, what's great about a pack like this is that these pieces are so generic and so useful for other things. Like you could make custom pathways and, you know, cobblestone roads and stuff like that with these pieces very, very easily. And they're also all recolorable, which is great. Just about everything in this pack is recolorable, which is awesome. Some of these too, like this one is going to be very useful for creating floors or sidewalks, and because you can have it that way with the 2, or if you flip it around, if I know how to play this game, it's got 6, so that's pretty great. You know, this pack, I know that it's not really themey, but that's what I love about it. It's very generic building material. This rock is awesome, and it is also fully flexi color. Like you got all these different channels. You can make that green in there to make it look mossy. You get to change, you know, different stone colors, whatever color you want, which is pretty great. And it has every piece you could imagine, including these off-grid pieces and floor. Yeah. Moving on. Sorry if I'm going a little quick. There's a lot to get through. We got some roof pieces, these little decorative roof bits. These are also awesome because they, you know, like I said, you can use this stuff in more for than what it's meant for. And then you got lots of these little tiny pieces. These are going to be so useful for building, you know, stuff that's not just roof trim. These are going to be great for tiling floors. I tell you what, it's awesome. These are amazing, everything you could ever want. These little metal beams, they're kind of shiny, which is nice. They're fully flexi color, which is nice. And they're kind of like the other ones, like they don't go white, but they turn this nice stainless steel color if you make them white, which is pretty cool. And then it comes, of course, with this little flag and this little star topper thing. These tents are pretty great. They are one piece, which is kind of a bummer. Like I wish the ends and the sides were separate, but that's fine. This tent is completely separate, which is awesome. So it's totally modular. I'm going to go through and replace like the face painting tent and stuff that's in Dunham Park with these because these are awesome. And for creating like shade structures for in habitats, this piece is going to come in handy so much because it has a great fabric texture, and it's all one piece, so then you can really reduce the piece count a lot. And then we have some banners up here. These are not recolorable, but they're really cute anyway, and they kind of almost fit the same feel as the Arctic Pack ones. And then all of these little individual banners and pennants, and then you can get the strings of them if you don't want to individually place them. Then we have this great stained glass set. So of course you have a stained glass window for each of the animals that we get in the pack, and then these other just miscellaneous ones, trim ones, this clock set. These metal pieces are going to be so handy, so awesome. This is the Bro Nation pack. These shutters, yes, the shutters are separate from the windows like we thought in the trailer, so that's really awesome. Just the texture on these is really great. You know, I can see these being used as walls and making crates and things like that. And then, because they're amazing, they gave us the hinges separate, and I am here to petition for all door hardware to be separate from now on and retroactively. If you're listening, that's what I want. And then these, they kind of look cursed because they're all set apart right now, but these little animal sign pieces we got where you kind of build your own, pose them however you want. I don't know that I would ever use these. Maybe. We'll see. But they're cute anyway. And then there is a reward statue for the ibex, and I really like this statue. I really like it. I like when they are kind of like in action in statues like that instead of just standing. And then we'll turn the lights off for a second because we're going to go over the lighting section. This little clock lights up, and this little star, wherever it was, lights up. This little star is a light too. But yeah, we have these great neon sign packs, including parts to make your own neon sign, which is pretty great. I'm very excited to see Ricey's, you know, neon font pack, hint hint. And then these great shop signs, some little tiny individual candles, which is awesome, and you can put the candle in the lantern, all of that stuff. The candle does have a flame. Then the ceiling light packs and these cables, which I think are what they use for the telephone cables that we've seen in the trailer. So that's really awesome. It's very thin metal piece. We've needed that for forever. These kind of restaurant style lights. Lots of these little like brackets and stuff, which will be so useful. You get a lot of these little teeny tiny pieces for the neon light set, and they're going to be super useful. I love them. And then these Christmas lights, if like that's your thing, I guess. These little fairy lights are kind of pretty and twinkly. Yeah, I don't know how much I don't really do Christmas decorating, but you never know, maybe. I think I'm going to start a new zoo for this pack so that I can have another zoo I never finish. And I think we're going to do like a French countryside zoo. But yeah, you get these different 2 bells and these like little fleur-de-lis and toppers, little, no, we're not going to talk about what that one looks like. And then these shields are flexi color, which is great. Flexi color everything, and they have quite a few channels, which is good. And then this little boat stuff, so you get the boat, the gondola boat, the kind of tie-off posts, the toppers, a pillow and a hat. I don't know why those need to be separate, but those will be great for gift shop items, especially if you have a European zoo. And then we didn't get our wish that these aren't separate, but we did get those little thin cable rods, so I'm happy. But this fence, which is great, and then this cast iron one, which is really pretty. I'm going to use that a lot, I think. And then a little post for it, which is great. And then Decal Mania. So we got tons of decals. The decals are all flexi color, which again, chef's kiss. Pretty great. So we got these kind of plaster ones. These brick ones. Now these brick ones, you can't change the color of the brick, but you can change the color of the plaster showing behind it to match whatever wall it's on. So you've got, you know, flat pieces, and then you have these corner pieces as well. But these ones down here, these painted brick ones, you can change the color of the brick on these ones, which is pretty great. And then the ones that match that stone wall set. And then these are the super useful ones. These like kind of grungy crack ones are really awesome. There's some cracks down in here too. Those are super useful if you do a hyper realism build. And then these moss ones, which I guess they do look like moss, but I'll probably use them as algae and stuff in my water builds. Yeah, so that is the scenery for the pack. Lots and lots and lots and lots. And then we'll come up here and I'll show you the animals that we get for the pack. So let's do this little exhibit guy. We got a new terrarium box, which is awesome. It's really pretty. It's really well done in here. I really like the tree. And then if we can find our little guys in here, I put 4 of them in the hopes that I'd be able to find one when I came in here.
3 hours later.
Oh, there he is. Through the magic of editing, there he is. He's super cute. With beetle eyes. He's so cute. He's so cute. I think this is the thing in Frozen 2 that's like the fire spirit. The really cute little guy. Anyway, moving on. We got our ibex, which look awesome. Their horns are great. And we got lots of variation in color this time around, and I do believe that they went through and added coat variation for in animals we already had, which is awesome. The babies are so cute, and I'm gonna use them for every petting zoo ever because they're so cute. Look at them. Oh, little goat. Little baby goat. So cute. These little twofers. Cute. And then these are the females. There's a new goat climbing enrichment too. I haven't seen them do the animation yet, but I did see someone posted it on Twitter. It's pretty cute. They jump up and down on the rocks here. And then the deer, I can't tell if there's any variation in the spots they have, but they have pretty distinct variation in coat color, all the way from this dark, almost black color to this very, very light color. And I do believe there is albino versions as well. But I'm in Sandbox, so I couldn't get one. The babies are really, really cute. Look at you. Look at you little cutie. All the babies in this pack are amazing. And then my favorite animal, look at the little baby one. Oh, the badger. I know some people think he looks cartoony, but I love that for him. Also, European badgers look cartoony. Like, they don't look real. They look out of a storybook. And they're just super cute. This one might be going in the little burrow. Nope, he's not. Anyway, the males and females look the same. They look like this. I'm excited for this model for modding too, because maybe we can get like a North American badger and a porcupine or a hedgehog and things like that with those little short stumpy animals. And then of course we have kind of what I think is the headline of the pack frontier wise, and that is this lynx, and they are beautiful. Very, very cute. The babies are super cute. Look at this little kitty. And they have that same like big stretch animation that the clouded leopard has, and it's really cute. Yeah. So that's the pack officially, and then we'll just quickly run over things that we got in the update. So we got the restaurants, which are awesome. You actually see there's 3 vendors for this, and they actually cook all the food and present all the food. I'm hoping that maybe the modders will come in and pull some of these things like off, like as individual mods, because these are some great pieces in here. Anyway, so how it works is the guests come in here and they place their order, and then they walk around this corner and go into this void, and then they will jump to whatever tables you have assigned to the restaurant. So yeah, in the menu you can link tables. So you would just click on them, confirm link, there we go. And then that's how that would work. And then this is their example of their blueprint that they gave us. So they would come in here, place their order, walk up, and they would just pop out on the top there. Which is pretty decent. I don't love it, but I don't play with guests, so it really doesn't apply to me. And then this is the like kiosk shop that we got, which I love these, and I cannot wait to get the guest or the gift versions of these, because right now we just have the food and drink stalls. And then these fit, like I showed before, these fit into the food trucks, which is great. Then we have some habitat items. This isn't really a habitat item, it kind of is because it isn't. So these are the signs for memorials, so you can either have it immediately populate or you can fill it out here yourself. But the most exciting part for me is this bottom one here. You can fill it out like normal, or it works as a billboard, a teeny tiny little billboard. That is so exciting to me. Like, I have wanted a billboard the size of the exhibit one, but with no big ugly box that you can't hide around it for forever. I even tried to get the boys to mod me one, and then it just kept glitching out. So I'm so excited that we have one now. And then we get these burrows that a couple animals, for some reason, so the badger can use them, and one other, the aardvark. I don't know why the fennec fox can't use them. Explain that to me. I don't understand why. It seems like they should be able to, but they can't. Maybe that'll come later in an update. But you can now link the burrow camera to a billboard and have a live feed of your burrow, which is amazing and incredible. I would love if they take it a next step further and the habitat cameras could be linked as well, but I understand from a processing standpoint that's probably not super passable. And then we'll go over some enrichment items. I believe that this is new, this natural bark rubbing post. I could be wrong. And then this climbable natural log set. So we get the base of the tree, which is beautiful. The texture on this is amazing. And then the branches, and these are all climbable. And then to go along with that, we get these two little bridges and these two little platforms that are new. These are climbable. They're awesome. Here's that goat thing that matches the FlexiColor rocks. And then they just gave us the limestone and breeze block off-grid wall pieces. Then quick little update is all of the classic doors and windows are now fully recolorable. So door color, metal color, and stone color is all recolorable now, which is awesome. And then these lights, so Christmas lights, if that's what you're into, or holiday lights, whatever you want to say. We have individual bulbs. This is a very useful piece, and it is, I believe, FlexiColor. Yeah. So this is actually low-key a really exciting piece. The other ones I'm not personally going to have much use for, but I'm sure you guys will. So yeah, they just come. Maybe these ones that are just, they're not colored. But yeah, and then put your tinfoil hats on, everyone, because Bird Pack confirmed they gave us these decorative eggs. I'm going to go ahead and put a tinfoil hat on and say this was something they were working on and decided to throw in the update, or maybe it was an accident. Who knows? But I'm hoping these eggs hatch into something. I don't have any information to back that up except wild fantasy. But that's what we're here for. Wild, wild fantasy. And then what else? Oh, over here in the nature that came with the update for free, we have these little rose bushes. This one is really pretty. We got teeny tiny faux rocks for the faux rock set. And then these great little filler plants. There's ones with flowers on them. Grapevines, they do have, I think, the big one? Yeah, the bigger ones have grapes on them, and then they also gave us the individual grapes, which is amazing. And then these trees here, I believe, are new, and then these aren't new. This is just the ash tree, but it very much got I don't know why it's flickering like that, but it got a reskin, which apparently is having a heart attack on my computer. And then these, I think they're new, but I've been told they are not. Who knows who's right or who's wrong? These maybe were here before. The fox, I think, was there before, but Leaf had mentioned he thought it was new. And then this was the argument today. This is new, right? I'm not insane. Am I insane? Because I have never, granted, I don't use the topiary because I think it's blocky and choppy and I don't like it. But I don't think there was a bird before. I think this is new, and I think this is Bird Pack confirmed. But I could be wrong, and it's not new. But all I remember is there being a little bunny and a squirrel. I'm pretty sure the fox was there, in a few different shapes. Anyway, that is the pack. Would I recommend getting it? Yeah, absolutely. For $11 for the amount of teeny tiny generic zoo type building pieces that are going to come so in handy, absolutely I would get it. If you're not into building and the animals don't excite you that much, then I guess this is not the pack for you. But I think the scenery is going to hold the attention quite a while for the community, which I think is important for me, because I feel like the last few packs just haven't been able to hold the attention of content creators enough, and that kind of creates a lull in the game, and I don't like to see that, because I want to see this game, you know, continue to be supported, and continue to get some... Oh, like this one runs. Okay, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see an aviary pack next. Let me know what you think is next. I'm gonna go ahead and say I want birds confirmed. That's what I want. I want aviary pack or brachiating primates or nothing. Or small mammals. Small mammal pack I will also take. Like if we could have got a hedgehog in a box, in an exhibit box, I would absolutely die, because hedgehogs are like my favorite pets in the whole world. But rambling aside, because this is a very, very long video now, that is the pack. If you got it, let me know how you feel about it. If you didn't get it, let me know why you hate fun. And I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, you know, it'd be really cool if you went ahead and hit that subscribe button.